Yo, what's up? Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. My name is Mark, and today we're back with another episode of Daemons of the Shadow Realm. This is episode 9, and when we last left off with last episode, we got to see the Kagemoris, or at least the ones that we know, come to a understanding with Dera and Yuru, who was like, "Yo, I understand where you're coming from, but I'm going on my own, technically with Dera and Hana-chan. So it's not quite on his own, but the point still stands. He's basically like, yo, I understand. We're cool for now, unless you cross me, obviously. And like, it was a really good episode last time. And at the end of the episode, Asa got to hug Yuru for the very first time, and it was actually Asa has grown on me quite a bit as a character. Like, it was actually kind of adorable the way she was like, "Yo, watch." She was like watching Yuru eat, and like being like, "Brother's eating," sort of thing. It was just kind of adorable, and like this episode as well was really good. Episode 9, and you can check out my reaction to it over on Patreon. Link in the description down below and the pinned comment. Highly recommend you check out the reaction, and then you can come back here for the review, or you can just stick around and just enjoy my review. Either or. But as always, like, subscribe, ding the notification bell. I took quite a bit of notes this time, not as much as last time, but I did take some notes. And as always, if you're new here, strap in. If you've been here before, you know what to do. Grab your snacks, grab your drinks, grab your notebooks, and let's talk about the episode. So, episode 1 starts out with Dera deciding, yo, since we're here, and since it's, let's like raise some spirits. Dera's gonna show Yuru more of the world. He's gonna start learning about the world. And like, I'm all for that. I think it's fun how Dera really has taken on like a guardian role. Like, technically he's his guardian, but also he's acting like it too, making sure he's helping him get acclimated and stuff like that. Just really fun. And we get to see left and right have a blast. Whoops. We get to see left and right have a blast the entire time, bro. They're just like, yo, like, right. Especially, he's just hulking and loud and like excited, like on the train, and just like seeing different stuff. It's just really cool. And then unfortunately for Dera, his luck's not that great. He lost on horse gambling, horse betting. Yeah, horse betting, right? Betting. He lost betting on horse races. And then finally Dera and Yuru start talking about horses, about how Yuru liked the first horse, wonders how much it cost, and they're just like, yo, I'll buy you anything you need to live, just not livestock. And like, for most people that wouldn't have to be explained, but for Yuru it unfortunately does. And I just thought that was a little funny. And then finally that Yuru's like, yo, I need some arrows. And so Dera starts wondering where you get arrows from. And in the reaction, I spent like a minute or two thinking about where you'd get arrows. And then I came to the conclusion of like sporting goods stores. At least I don't know if Japan has those. But like, at least here. We have like sporting goods stores, like the names are escaping me, but we have sporting goods stores. And I assume they probably sell arrows as well. I actually have no idea if they do or not. But like, I don't know if Japan has like a huge like hunting scene. So actually I don't know if they'd need a sporting goods store or like store like that. It does not matter. Anyways, so instead Dera's thinking about going to buy some, but then Yuru's like, I can just make my own, I just need the materials. And so now, yeah, Dera buys materials. He shows him stuff he takes him to like a tool store, like a mall. It looks like an everything supermarket store, like a Walmart almost, but not Walmart, at least, obviously. And like, even in the store, Yuru's just like so interested and surprised. And it's just a really fun, like, this is a really fun start of the episode. Just getting to see Yuru like discover new things and just be like happy and excited for once, and not really worry about, oh, he's gonna die or has to fight or anything like that, man. And so Yurdu, they finally get the things that they need, and Yurdu almost wants to make some needs deer blood and stuff to make glue, but then Deda's just like, yo, here's some wood glue. And I'm gonna be honest, I've heard of wood glue, I think, but I have no idea what makes it different from regular glue. But apparently it can do a lot because Yurdu was surprised, but then again, if Yurdu's surprised about something, it doesn't really mean much, because he'll be surprised just about anything nowadays. And one of my favorite parts of this like little arc of them just going like around shopping and stuff is the cashier can just see left and right. Like they go up there, and the cashier doesn't look at Yurdu or Data. Just she looks at left and right, and then her eyes are just like, just checking it out, just looking straight ahead. Like she needs a break, man. And then she asks to take a break after they leave, and she thinks she's hallucinating, and like the Data and them, they're like, yo, yeah, she could probably see you guys. And apparently, I don't know how true this is because coming from Data, so it might not be true, but apparently if you if you haven't slept much or very tired, you have a higher chance of seeing Daemons. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is true, that's actually kind of funny. It also kind of makes sense because your brain's not operating at peak condition, and so it can be easily more swayed with like the knowledge, the subconscious knowledge that the things out there, other things out there that aren't human exist. Anyways, next they go clothes shopping, and this is where we learn something interesting. Because they're like talking about underpants, underwear and stuff, and we learned that the bandits that would attack Yurdu, he killed them all, as his father taught him, but we learned that they were all too clean to be bandits like on a mountain. And that's when it comes to our attention and his attention that they weren't bandits, they were assassins coming to kill them and like kill him. And that makes sense, I guess, like and it's because they can't obviously know that that they're from the village, because then they lose his trust in them. So they're just these assassins are just from outside, and like, yeah, it makes sense. Like, yeah, not surprising. In hindsight, it makes sense, especially because like this is a mountain that's like shrouded in mystery. Bandits suddenly showing up, that actually would make sense. But anyways, something we learn also is that only a few people, including Dara, know how to enter the village's barrier. And so that narrows it, as Yurdu says, that basically narrows it down to not as many people who could be involved. And so that's cool. And on the one thing I will say that's good about Yurdu is that while he's not on the Kagemori side, I don't blame him. What I am glad about is that he isn't, at this point, he's not blindly trusting the village at this point. Yeah, there's definitely, he doesn't want to distrust them, but he doesn't trust them completely. Like, he's questioning the village more and more every episode, and so I appreciate that a lot. But moving on, turns out they're being followed. Unsurprising. And I think they're sent by Asuma, the Kagemori guy with the butterfly that sent the butterfly after them last episode. I think Asuma has the tail, placed the tail on them, but I'm not sure. And Deta obviously also knew, like, he's Deta-san, he's gonna know. And so they decide to lead them away, because that's the smart play. But we also get to see Yurdu be like, yo, Deta, your face is in the picture that was taken from Asa. So, your face is probably going to be known and stuff like that. But then Deta's like, also, they have, like, Deta expected his face to be known when he went there. And he also, like, he had like, plans set up and stuff like that, apparently. And so, speaking of Deta's face, we get to see Asa going through the photos that she has of Yurdu. And she goes to the photo with Dara-san in it, and her face drops from to she just doesn't trust him at all now. And so she's like, "Oh, where's my photo editing app?" And she just edits Dara-san out of the photo. And so now it's just Yuru on his own, and Jin's looking for a photo of Dara, but then Asa seemingly has just suddenly forgotten that Dara-san's in the photo and was never in there, so she leaves. And so now Jin's like, "Yo, go to the security cameras and do all that jazz." And so that's cool. And where am I? Right here. And so now we get to the interrogation scene with the intruders. Long story short, because I'm not going to rehash literally every single thing, but they all met for the first time for this night that they attacked, and they all got in through the west gate. It was left open. Now, here's the funny thing. There is no west gate. And so the Kagemoris, they think they're lying. I hopefully correctly deduced that if there are Daemons that can do everything that they do, then there are Daemons that can create gates out of nothing. Like, I have no doubt that there was a gate there for these guys that's not normally there. A Daemon just made it, I guess. That's my guess. And so they aren't believing them completely, but then Fuyuki Kuroya. Ugh. I can get the Fuyuki part right, but the Kuroya part, that's a little iffy for me. But the master of the Kagemori master, he calls him up and he's like, "Yo, do your thing up." I guess he just said his name, and he has his Daemons grab the Daemons of the girl, and we learn through Whisper, that's the name of the Daemon that comes out, that we learn everything about the girl. And these Daemons are called Blacklist, and basically any Daemon that they grab, they can just somehow know everything about the masters of those Daemons. And I'm not quite sure how that works. I'm gonna be so honest here. Can they that wouldn't, okay, wait, so are they reading the memories of the Daemons, and it only works on the other Daemons? If that's the case, that would imply, and I could be grasping at straws here or going off on a different path, but that would imply that when Daemons form a contract with someone, they aren't just bonded through blood or whatever. They're bonded through soul, essentially. The Daemons know everything about them, in a way, right? Because I'm trying to understand how the Fuyuki's Daemons can just somehow know everything. They know things like birth date. They even know why the girl Makoto was even doing this in the first place, and she's doing it because her mother's in the hospital, and they need money. Which, damn, that sucks, man. I feel bad for her, man. But I'm trying to wrap my head around how they know that, and it could just be magic. But I want an explanation, a proper explanation as to how those Daemons know exactly what the fuck they're talking about. And anyways, basically he does the both, and the bald guy, I think he's bald, he's like, "Yo, what about the Information Protection Act?" Something like that. It's just he's trying to get all legality on them, but they aren't having that. And yeah, that happens. And Fuyuki determines that the two intruders that they grabbed and are interrogating were telling the truth. And so the master, in his infinite wisdom, decides, "Yo, you need work? Come work for us." And then the master also says that he'll pay off Makoto's mom's hospital bills so that she can focus on recovering. And then Later on, the master's like, yo, keep them on as expendable soldiers. And damn, I feel bad for Makoto, man. And the other guy whose name I forgot to write down, bro. Like, they're just expendable soldiers. And then also the master's then like, yo, find the intruders and kill everyone connected to them and them. And like, this is just another example of the fact that the master is not a good person per se. Sure, he's the kind of guy who's good to his people for now, and probably only his inner circle are the ones that aren't expendable, if I had to guess. But like, this guy is not like he's not a hero. He's not like a beacon of justice and good vibes. Good vibes. He might have some good vibes actually, but he's not a beacon of justice. And so I think that's interesting. Like, they didn't have to show that part of him. Like, they didn't have to showcase him being ruthless like this. Like, talking about being expendable soldiers, and then just killing anyone connected to the accomplices, whatever, when they find them and all that. But they did. They purposely showed that. And I think it's because to remind us that this guy is not a good guy traditionally. Probably not. And so then we get a small little tidbit of them back with Asa and them. They're talking about names of Daemons. And all I wrote down is that Gabby's Daemons have like really long names, and it's actually kind of adorable the way she's like so excited talking about the names of her two Daemons. They're long names like Gabriel, something Gabriel the first or second maybe, and something Gabriel the second or third, I think. Like, it's just kind of adorable. Gabby is adorable, and I can't quite put a finger on why. It's just like, yeah, she's ruthless and has killed a bunch of people, but at the same time, then we also get to see like this side of her, the more like childish side of her. I'm pretty sure she's like a teenager, right? College student, maybe. She's not like a full grown, like, jaded adult. She's jaded at times a little bit, but like, she's not. It's how do I put this? I think it's the dichotomy, the differences between her and everyone else around her that makes her such an interesting character. Because yes, at times she's obviously ruthless and stuff like that, but at the same time, she's has some childish moments. She's like respectful to the two Daemons, for example. Like, there's just more to her that makes this so interesting as a character. And then moving on, we get, or at least I can admit when I get fooled into thinking this, but it at first appears that Hagure Sensei is the one who planned the attack on the manor, but turns out apparently he's not. This was just on purpose to try to trick us, I think, make it too easy for us. And turns out he's just like talking about Gabby and Asa helping him as his assistants, and how the lady they trying to make sure that he pays them, and like he's just a mangaka doing his thing, struggling with deadlines and stuff. And like, yeah, they had me fooled completely. Unless they want us to think that they're just fooling us, when in reality he actually is the mastermind. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him. Maybe. So okay, a little. I'm not. I would put it past him a little bit, I think. But like, I don't know. It's too obvious, but at the same time, it might be because it's too obvious that they're thinking we won't figure it out. I'm keeping an open mind to him being the guy. And so finally, to the final half of the or final like ladder of the episode, we get to see Dera and Yuru lead the Tails to Dera's old place. He was planning on ditching it, but good for right now. They get to the place, they get tailed, obviously, and one thing leads to another. We also learn he has a tons of guns and an RPG. Because of course he has a rocket launcher. Why wouldn't he have a rocket launcher? No, that's like the least surprising thing, I guess, from Data-san, man. And so, two of the people tailing him, there's 3 of them. They catch 2 of them. Third guy, he runs, but then he ends up in the around the Tadara clan's lost house, which apparently, based on my understanding, is that there's a thin layer separating this world where the lost house is and their world, and only Data-san knows the route in and out. And we even see a skeleton belonging to a Kagemori agent who tried tailing them last time, and it didn't work out, man. And they're even more scattered around. And I thought this was so cool. And I'm wondering if does Data-san have Daemons? Like, is he like does he have it? Is he a retainer like he has Daemons too, and we just don't see them for some reason? Or are his Daemons the Tadara clan Daemons? Because they are the ones that create the lost house. And I also wrote down, don't carelessly follow a Tadara. And yeah. And then finally the guy that they had captured that they were trying to interrogate, he dies. Some stretching out, takes it off, takes it back. And the only thing I had to say during that scene was, what the fuck is that thing? 2 bald and ugly Daemons appeared, and they are called the Tanaga Ashinaga, and right and left know them. And these 2 guys, these 2 Daemons, ugly motherfuckers, man. They coincidentally killed the people Deta and Yuru were questioning. All but one, I think. And I don't know if that's on purpose or if they just happen to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. But left and right are like, yo, you 2, stay the fuck back. You don't stand a chance. And you gotta know, when left and right, those 2 say Deta-san and Yuru don't stand a chance, you know it's bad. Like, when these 2 of all people, damn, man. And with that said, this was a great episode. I had a lot of fun with this. And of course, you can check out the Patreon down below for the reaction. It's in the description. It's as always, it's in the description down below and the pinned comment if I remember to put it there. And you also get a shout out when you join the Patreon. And my Twitter is down below, as is my Annie list, so you can check out like what I'm covering on here and just what I like in general. And regarding my Twitter account, fun fact, a little tangent. My Twitter account got suspended a couple days ago because it was considered a quote-unquote inauthentic account. And my guess as to why it happened is because I posted quite a bit during the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. And so now my account got suspended. I appealed it, obviously. And it got unsuspended. And then, like a day or 2 after it gets unsuspended, I go on there, and it unfortunately got limited reach. It was not suspended this time, which is great, but limited reach now. And it's I don't even post on there much. I like a lot of anime stuff, like updates for like when anime stuff coming out, fan art, stuff like that. I also repost quite a bit of stuff. Some of it's not safe for work, but like that's definitely not why I got banned or suspended and limited. But like, point is, I am the only social media platform I am on that I actively am on is Twitter right now. But there's also a Discord. I might put it in the description if I remember to. Sometimes you might have to go through one of my other video descriptions to find it. But like, yeah, I just want to go on that tangent about the only social media platform I actively use other than Reddit. I wouldn't call Reddit social media, being honest here. Although, speaking of Reddit, I do have a Reddit page. It's r/Mark Jr. Reacts. You can check it out some on Reddit. Nothing's on there, but who knows? I might start using that if my Twitter account gets suspended again. Would not surprise me. But anyways, I am gonna wrap it up here. Like the video, subscribe, the notification bell, the Patreon's down below as always. Hype the video, YouTube mobile app. You get a shout out if you join the Patreon. Do that. Check out the reaction as well. And yeah, I will leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on the video, on the episode, answer any theories I had. Let me know what your thoughts are on the theories that I have. Don't actually confirm or deny them, unless like it was already confirmed like in a previous episode and I just don't remember. But like, yeah, no spoilers, obviously, as always. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Mark. Never stop being yourself. Stay safe there, and I will see all you incredible people in the next video.